Hello, and welcome again to another episode of Third Action. I am your host, Jason, and these are the same three upturned turtle boats that were here last week. In the bottom left, we have Charlotte playing Asher Ford, Human Ranger.
Hi. Kennedy is squeaking his toy.
That's fine. I don't think I can hear it. Bottom middle, we have Will playing Greshy Ironroot Dwarven Druid, and his dog Phelan too.
Hello, I'm here.
And in the bottom right, we have Adam playing Gunn, Shough, Champion of Erastil, played by Adam.
I'm working my way through my strategic taco stockpile.
See if you can guess who's late.
Normal people would say leftovers.
It was me, Dio.
It was me, Dio, all along. Alright, so, last time on Third Action, our group of wayward heroes spent most of their evening cleaning out the ruins of Fort Rannoch, getting rid of the dead bodies of ogre and human and eagle alike, and generally just fixing the place back up to some level of normal, and taking stock of what had happened. Through some investigation of the premises, you managed to uncover some secret items hidden away in at the bottom of a wine rack, I guess, wine closet, that belonged to the commander of the Black Arrows. These items seem to point to some kind of mysterious love affair, perhaps with a nymph of some kind, out in the Shimmer Glens to the southwest. I guess in discussing this with the Black Arrows, it seemed as if, you know for certain that the initial attack on Fort Rannoch was made while the commander was away, and it is unknown what exactly has happened to the captain since then. You also wanted to figure out what happened with Lucretia.
Gonna get that right one of these days.
Yes. In your attempts to find out what was going on with Lucretia, you've rummaged through her stuff. You found a long list of names of people who agreed to give their greed for the master's need, and they seem to be basically high rollers or people who had gotten into the high rollers club aboard the Paradise, which seems to have involved getting these Sahedron tattoos. Worried over what might happen or what's going on in the town, I guess first Asher went out with Shalelu to do some hunting to see if they could find where Lucretia went, believing that she only teleported perhaps a mile or so away. You did find her tracks in the woods, but lost sight of them as they went north, implying that she perhaps fled somewhere up Hook Mountain. Deciding that it would be better to go perhaps get supplies and warn the towns nearby of perhaps impending danger, the next day you all head south with a contingent of rangers, as well as Shalelu, Jakardros, and Caven, and Kid as well, towards Turtleback Ferry. As you approached the Skull River, however, which is on your way which runs alongside Turtleback Ferry, you saw that it seemed to be rather strongly overflowing, and in a rush you ran to town, worried of what this might mean. Once you arrived, you saw Turtleback Ferry itself drowning, many of the streets flooded as water gushes through the streets, people screaming all around, and that, I think, is where we're going to kick off today. So I guess we kind of rushed to get to that point so I could do like a end of episode there. But if anyone... Oh, and also everybody's leveled up, so I guess we want to go around, and if people want to talk about their level, they can. If you've got spells that you've prepped, you can talk about them now.
That was the problem. Look,
So
Jason.
Will has a lot of spells that will turn out to be important today, so let's save him
As it turns out,
for last.
got lucky on that one.
Yes, we had some pre-prepped spells, but go ahead. We'll start with Adam.
When it comes to leveling up, 10th level in Pathfinder is a stat points level, and you get, if you're used to D&D in any other edition, you might be surprised that adds, you get to pick 4 stats and bump them by 2 each, unless they're already 18, in which case they go up by 1. So I now have well, we got all our stats on the overlay, and I think we went over them.
Yeah,
before.
if you check out the overlay, we should have
I hit
all new
20
stats.
strength.
Woo
I
woo.
hit 20 strength and 18 con, which is both going to be very handy. I added the devoted focus class feat for champion, which means that when I do my my meditation, I now get back 2 focus points instead of 1 under optimal circumstances, if I've actually used 2 points since I last did it. And I also get the battle cry skill feat, which lets me do an automatic intimidate whenever we roll initiative, so that'll be fun.
We just scream before we fight.
Yep.
All right, Greshy.
Hey, don't, you know, that's years of training to get.
All right, Greshy,
Focus
what
a
you
bit.
got?
I picked up a skill feat, trick magic item, so I can attempt to try to, well, trick a magic scroll or wand or staff to allow me to cast something that I'm not normally able to cast. If I succeed on that, a check. I also picked up a ranger feat called Companion's Cry, which allows me to spend 2 actions to give Phelan 3 actions per round, if I so choose. And I bumped up my dex, my con, my int, and my wisdom, which puts me at a nice 20 int, which is pretty good, I should say. I'm the wisest in the land. Or something.
No, most intelligent. I mean, those are 2 different stats. Wait,
Well,
you said
wisdom's
int.
it. I got wisdom as well.
You said int to 20.
Oh, well. I'm not that smart, unfortunately. Working on it.
You're so smart,
Int is only at
But very
int is
wise.
only at 16, but
Got it.
I am the
That's still not so
dumbest
bad.
party member by about 4,
What?
I think. My intelligence is 12.
Mine's 10.
Oh shoot, good. You're dumber than me.
I'm way dumber.
It's because you don't know about sawmills.
see, there you go. That's what gives Asher the advantage. All that training.
Oh, did Greshy not already have Companion's Cry, or the equivalent?
A Companion's Cry is a ranger-only companion feat.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I
And
thought
is
you
the
already
sole
had.
reason why I went that archetype
Okay.
rather than going something else. Though in the upcoming APG, there's an interesting archetype called Beastmaster, which I'm going to check out
I
for
think
possible
that's.
retraining later.
I think Beastmaster is more for if you just don't have an animal companion available.
I'm
in your
curious. I want to
class.
see if they've got different feats or something available, because I think you're right, but I'm hopeful.
I think
It'd
they
be
talked
nice to
about it
have
last
access to some other fun things.
But yeah, that'll APG's coming out sometime this month, so we'll see if people want to retrain stuff out of that. Charlotte, how about Asher?
Mine
If
was
you wish
really
to talk about stuff.
easy. And by easy, I mean it took me 2 weeks to do it because I kept forgetting to do it. Yeah, I got my little ability boosts in Dex, Con, Wisdom, and Strength. Because there's no point in putting it in Intelligence, even though I'm not the dumbest character. No intelligence, no charisma. My stinky character. I got a skill feat. What did I take? I took Forage, which lets me, wherever it is, it lets me feed at my current level myself plus 8 people on a success, and a failure counts as a success now. And if it's a critical success, I can feed 16 people plus myself.
Oh wow, okay. So lots of
Yeah,
eating
so now
for free.
I'm a feeding, and you could feed animals too. So it could be like, here, horses. I'll just feed the horses, 16 horses.
Just find 16 horses and be like, here, I found food for you.
And I took
Oh.
a cool feat that that will appear later. I know that.
All right, that'll be revealed
Adam
later in
knows
the show.
What I did.
I do.
Yeah.
I actually have a question for you
And you're
guys.
like, what's happening?
Did you guys take your horses with you? I forgot. Or are they still at
yeah,
Fort
we
Rennick?
must have ridden here.
Oh,
Been
no,
a very
yeah,
long walk
'cause you
otherwise.
Had, whoever went back for Shough also got the horses.
Aye, the horses were retrieved for sure to the farts, and I imagine we would have ridden them down.
Sure. It would have been a slow ride regardless, since
Number of people
most
on
of the
foot.
party don't have horses. But cool. Let me fix that up real quick because I forgot about them.
Bring them back, Jason. We have not abandoned them yet.
I'm
How
kind
well can
of.
horses swim?
Not very.
My horse, I don't think can swim.
Terribly.
But,
Are you guys ready to ford the river?
yeah, ford the river, Oregon Trail style.
We all know that always works out great.
No, that's when you
always
cock
did
the
it.
wagon and you float it across.
So, okay, let's switch over here to map view. And let me get some good old heavy rain going. Some sound effects. Cool.
Dude, Greshy
Okay.
knew. Gunn and I were like, that's normal rain.
Well, Greshy didn't know necessarily until Lucretia yelled something about rains to him, and suddenly that seemed to be unusual.
So
That
Gunn's
makes
horse
sense,
is
'cause
Cimarron,
we're the two
right?
dumbest people in the party.
Greshy's just putting numbers together going, this seems suspicious. But then again, Greshy's always suspicious, so it's hard to say.
Asher has
we've
Blitz.
been in this region all of what, like 5 days?
Aye.
Read it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think about
Something like that. Okay.
So,
Greshy, who has Kapal?
I would have allowed either Jakardros or Shough to ride it. Probably Shough.
Okay. Oh, Shalelu's got the horse. In that case, let's put the other people in the back and horsey people in the front. Okay. So, let's begin. All right. So you guys all arrive into town. You're running on horseback and Phelan back. The Black Arrows are catching up as you all witness the sights of the city drowning. I'll give kind of a little overview here for the people on stream. So I zoom out on the map. The Skull River, which is on the western side of the village, is just overflowing into basically all of the low-lying areas around along the coast. The Church of Erastil is pretty heavily flooded as it's kind of on the peninsula there. Many of the buildings have water just running through the streets, quite strong running water, in fact. And you hear the shout, like people are screaming. There's a lot of running around going on. People seem to be. You can see a lot of people gathered in the common area out in the center of town. What would you guys like to do? So you hear
I'd like
you hear
to see if we can
screams.
take a minute for me to cast a spell.
Okay, so you start casting a spell.
how long is that spell going to last?
Lasts an hour, but it takes a minute to
Okay.
cast.
Okay.
So I think it's worth it for us.
Okay.
I would target myself, Gunn,
So while
Asher,
you're,
Phelan, and Shough.
does that need to be touch or is it some kind of range?
Let me double check here. I believe it's 30 feet range.
Okay.
Probably can get someone else in this other than me, because I don't really. If this is water breathing,
Aye.
I mean,
mean,
I'm
if-
good without.
If you're
I can
sure,
go.
then I would go with Jakardros then as the fifth person.
And Asher also has a union
Yeah,
stone
but it
of-
only works for a minute,
breathing?
and then I can't
Oh, does
cast
it?
it again. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
like
I
an
thought that was
emergency bubble. I thought it was longer too, and I looked today. I was like, ooh.
okay.
Okay, as Greshy is getting ready to cast that, a woman screams as she runs down the path past you all. She runs up
Yo.
north.
I'll. Can I stop her? Can I go and intercept her?
Sure, you can run back to try and get to her. Sure.
I mean, I can't just call out and tell her to come over here instead of running past us.
Well, she's running, screaming. She's just running right past you. If you call out to her, she doesn't respond. She's just running. She looks terrified for her
Alright,
life.
Then I guess I'll stay on horseback and go and try and catch up to her.
Okay, Gunn runs back off the path to try and catch up to her. What do you?
Really fast before we get to react, apparently. Okay.
A little bit, yeah.
I would just try and get her to calm down. Ma'am, are you all right? What's happening? What's happening in the town?
Everything's it's drowning. The rains, the flood, the river's overflowing.
All right, I can see that. We're going to gather up people. Don't run too far. We're going to get all the townsfolk out together.
I'm not staying behind for that. I gotta get out of here. And she turns and runs.
No diplomacy, no nothing.
No, she's pretty terrified.
Is
She's-
I don't have any detect magic, but did that seem natural or?
Yeah, I mean she's pretty scared. Diplomacy normally takes what, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes to do. She's not sitting around for that long.
That's make an impression, I think, but let's see. I do have a glad hand to make an impression in less than in 1 round instead of 1 minute.
I mean, she's just gone. She's just running.
I'll go. All
This
right.
particular woman is not sticking around.
All right, I'll just come right back then.
Can't save them all.
Greshy should be about done casting by the time.
Okay. You guys, Gunn returns to the group as Greshy is finishing up the casting to the sounds
We
of.
can still breathe on land when this happens, right? Asher
Aye,
says,
yes,
you
"Be
can.
a character."
You're still able to breathe normally outside water too.
Oh, good. Was worried.
Worried we may have to go diving for folk if they get
Water
stuck
breathing
out
is
in the-
actually the most effective kill spell in the game.
I mean, it's raining a lot. I don't know. Maybe it'll be okay.
So
It doesn't say that they have to be non-hostile creatures, so
well,
perhaps.
while you guys are taking the minute to cast that, the Black Arrows and Jakardros are all gonna rush forward. We don't have time to wait, and he goes running off,
Alright.
and they all
Well, I
go
guess I'll
running
go-
south.
I'll go with them if I get back.
Sure, you can try to charge off after this is like while Greshy was doing.
Yep.
So Greshy is casting the spell. Gunn runs back after the woman. The Black Arrows all rush towards the center of town.
Okay.
And you guys just hear lots of screams all around. By the time Gunn gets back, you can kind of see the arrows running forward. Sorry, was there somebody
Alright.
in the arrows that you were also casting water breathing on, Greshy?
Jakardros, but if he's going to run off, then I just try to target him.
Okay, he probably just would run off.
That's fine. It's allowed to.
Do you need to get Phelan or any of the horses?
I already got Phelan. I didn't get any of the horses, but I don't think you want to be trying to dive with horses.
No, I don't.
I think we just discussed the whole difficulty of horses swimming.
Mhm.
So I could get
Okay.
you if you'd like, but I think
Sure, I'll.
Water breathe the
Your way.
horses. Ooh.
Well, he was casting the spell while you were away.
that's
You
true.
can-
You were gone, so
Okay.
I'll
All
just not
I'd have
cast it
rather
on.
had Jakardros in there.
But he ran off.
Whatever.
I can't stop him.
Mhm.
I mean, I could stop him, but I feel like that would be a bit of a waste. So,
Yeah,
Oh, well.
Chikardros isn't going to wait.
takes a
Okay.
minute.
Yeah, it takes a minute
Yeah,
to do. You hear screams all around up the path. Everywhere in the village, screams, people running past.
We should probably do something about that.
Yep. I'll ride to try and catch up.
And once I'm finished casting my spell, I'll follow.
Okay, yeah, the
See what we can
spell's done by the time Gunn gets there.
Perfect.
Cool, let's all go.
I'll move on together.
Okay,
Well-
as you guys proceed forward, you watch a woman getting torn apart down the way.
Oh,
By
what
the
the hell are
wind?
those things?
Oh.
No, by a bunch of snakes.
Snakes!
She is being mauled by these snakes. They're jumping at her, biting at her. Her arm is pretty badly bleeding. One of them drags her into the water. She is unconscious.
Alright, so... Oh, there she is. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna put my horse... Does it look like there's a ton of water up here that's coming up this way? Or is this relatively, like, kind of okay?
Everything is kind of okay here. Once you get to the blue marks, that's where the water is deep.
Okay. I'm gonna
So
probably, like,
let's go ahead and
climb
actually
on the
roll
horse.
initiative probably at this point.
Oops.
Let's get some initiatives in.
Alrighty. Let's see where I'm at. Doot.
A 38.
29 for Greshy.
29 for Gunn.
Alright.
Not cool, our cat. Come on.
Sorry, I need to do Shillelagh as well. That is... fuck, where's her? There it is. Plus that. That's 26. And these guys, little snakes. Or quite large snakes, actually. They've got... 14. Okay, Asher.
Alright then.
Me. Alright,
Yep.
I'm gonna tie my horse up here as my first. God, this is gonna take forever.
Okay. You've already dismounted your horse. You can spend 2 actions to try and tie it up there.
Okay. That's what I'll be doing. Do I have to roll something to tie it up?
No, you just tie it up. This isn't
Okay.
3-5. You don't have to use rope.
Do I have any other actions after that, or is it like one more action?
1 more action.
So one.
So you just so Asher has already ridden over to the fence of the graveyard. You just kind of loop the reins around a fence post and
Honey.
pull back and tie a quick knot and go running down the path. Greshy or Gunn either can act first.
I'll
I'll
take
go.
the lead. I'll let Gunn
Oh.
take the lead.
All right, Gunn.
I was gonna say I'll go first. That way your spell targets are in their actual positions. So I guess that doesn't really matter. Anyway, I'm gonna stay on horseback and I'm gonna rush on ahead. Let's see. There's no one else down that way though, by that old lady.
You can't really see her super well, but so as you charge down the path, you don't see anyone else. Just this unconscious woman getting dragged into the water.
I think that should be about. So, I guess I actually need to look this up. A horse has a land speed of what?
I believe it's
Should
30,
we-
but... I'll
40
double check.
feet. Yeah. This is just a standard riding horse that you got, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yes, riding horses have 40 feet of movement.
All right, then 40. And then call it 80. Or if I don't, if I stay on the road, it gets me to about here for 2 actions, which is the most he can take, right? Because he's a.
The most the horse can take. You can actually. So the horse actually has a gallop ability.
Right.
You can give it 2 actions, and its speed increases by 10 feet. So you actually get another 20 feet.
Right. Okay. So that'll get me to about here.
Okay, so you charge forward on the horse. I guess you still have 1 action left, since that first one was a command an animal.
First one was command an animal, and then this.
Yep.
Is that
First
a
action.
action.
It's 1 action to command an animal.
Then do I have 2 left?
Yep. You have 2 left for yourself.
Okay. Okay.
So the animal took its 2 actions to
Yeah.
gallop. Yeah.
I just heard 1, I guess. Not bad. I'm trying to check the range on
I think it gets 2.
my my spell slots for today, and I don't. Oh right, I've done that. So nope, I don't think I can do anything from here. So guess I'll just wait. I'm done.
All right.
Can't move anymore.
Greshy.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to need to. I'm going to spend 1 action to pull out my sling, and then 2 more actions to give Phelan 3 actions, and he's going to use all of them to try and get a bit closer to the situation that's going on over here. So we'll there to there to there.
So like there.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so Phelan goes bounding past Gunn and Cimarron as you get closer to the group of strange snakes that are dragging this woman into the water. Is that it?
That would be it.
2 actions plus 1. All right. Shough. Ha! She snaps the reins. She also will gallop. Sorry, so it's like 50 plus another 50, so like 100 feet. So she's able to get right up alongside Gunn.
Aye.
Whoa. Oops. I like almost enlarged her rather than. Okay, so she comes charging up towards Gunn. She's going to like release the reins a little bit and draw her bow. And I think she has quick draw, right? No, she doesn't. But she can draw her bow and then shoot at one of the snakes. That'll hit. Snake takes some damage. So the frontmost snake is hit by an arrow from Shalalu's quiver. It's hit like right in the, I guess, midsection. Starts to bleed this strange black ichor as it squirms along the path, and it turns back towards Greshy and Phelan and hisses. It's their turn. So that's that much damage. Okay, so these 3. So one of the snakes will slither up towards Phelan and bite at his heels. Let's call that. Let's see. Where's its bonus? Okay, there we go. Whee! Okay, snake bites for 29 to hit Phelan's AC.
It hits exactly.
Hits exactly, okay. That's this much. 4 points of piercing damage. And
Nice.
I need a... oh, sorry, no, I don't. Second attack is a natural 1, so that misses. So it kind of hisses, bites at Phelan, and then tries to snap again, but Phelan rears back a bit. Second snake is going to slither its way forward and springs at Phelan for a natural 20. So that should be a critical.
I imagine so.
That's that plus that plus that. 17 points of piercing damage to Phelan
Oof. All right.
as it leaps up at his face and bites him right in the snoot. And then this other snake is
Ooh, that's interesting.
has to use 2 actions to, I guess, get. It'll probably get to like here, and bites as well. That's a 22 to hit Phelan's AC.
Does not hit.
Okay. The other snake drags the woman into the water and disappears. Round 2, Asher.
Oh my goodness, I got off my horse. That's good. You guys got the snakes, right?
Probably.
Alright, I'm not counting this out. There's no way. I'm gonna put my finger on where I'm going. Whoa! Okay.
Okay, Asher runs down the path, leaving the snakes to his compatriots.
I'm so slow.
All right, Gunn.
So I just read under commanded animal, it seems like you can use an action on this turn to command the animal to do some actions on its next turn.
A mount will just share your turn.
That was I.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you can't like use that to preload.
Not really. I mean, it could act at the end of your turn or something, but
Because I was thinking
No.
that like I could spend extra actions last turn to tell it, I want you to keep going, and then I wouldn't have to do them
I see what you're
this
saying.
turn.
No,
no.
unfortunately
Only if it was an intelligent animal, that would be the case. Intelligent animals have their
Okay.
own separate turn apart from
Oh,
you.
okay.
But mounts, once you mount them, they share your turn.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we're gonna keep rushing in here. So I think we're gonna go for another gallop for the horse,
Okay.
which will get it pretty much anywhere I'd like on this.
Yeah, it's 100 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm. So, can we go around like this way and then
Sure.
here?
Yep. Cimarron tramples through the mud onto the grass, as water splashing everywhere as it digs its hoofs into the rain-soaked earth.
And I can. Oops. I guess if I'm going to attack from horseback, I should take an additional move in like that.
Okay. Yep. You
And I can-
sidle up beside one of the snakes.
I'll draw my sword, reach down, and take an attack
Okay.
if they're
Roll
big enough
attack.
to reach from here.
Yeah, they are. They're quite large snakes. They're the size of a person. Natural 20
natural
for
20.
a 40 to hit. Yes, that is a
40
critical.
total.
Should hope so.
And I need my. Oh, that's where it isn't. Damage roll. Okay, so we roll damage, and we roll damage again, giving me 16 plus 14 is 30, plus the deafening thing explosion, and
Okay.
also the longsword.
Critical effect.
feature.
Well,
Yeah.
that part doesn't matter in this case because you swing
Right.
your sword down onto the snake, cleaving it in two. It just kind of wriggles. Both halves just kind of wriggle for a bit until they fall limp. That snake is dead.
Cool.
All right, Greshy, your turn.
All right, good work there, Gunn. Let me see if I can help a bit. I'm going to just do an electric arc at the northern one and bounce it to the southern one. Here.
Okay.
So let's find the button.
So they both need to do reflex saves.
Correct. As I roll a whole bunch of numbers here. DC
That's a-
29.
Okay, so 15 from the first one,
Critical failure.
and was that? It's 20 from the second one.
Just a regular failure. So the regular failure is 17. The critical failure would be 34.
Okay,
Electric
so the weaker of the two snakes gets zapped. Its body fizzles as black ooze drips from its veins, and the other one takes 17 points of electricity damage, the southern snake. All right, it coils back and hisses again.
Good. And Phelan, bite it. And Phelan tries to do so. Let's see what happens. That is a 27 to hit.
Okay, that is a hit, but not a critical. Roll damage.
All right. That'll be 18 points of piercing damage.
18's enough. Phelan lowers his jaw, scoops up both the snake and a bunch of dirt and mud, and just crunches it. Its body flails a bit and goes limp, and Phelan swings it, or like throws it into the water. Splash.
Phelan will show you how to bite things properly. And with his final action, he's going to start making his way south. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. There we are.
Okay.
My cat used to do that with snakes. Get them up in the air.
Just throw them up in the air like you just don't care.
Mhm.
All right, it's Shalalu's turn. Well, she saw that woman get dragged in, so she's going to gallop. That is 2, 4, 5. Sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40, 50. 50. So she gallops over to the edge of the water. Gunn, you help the others. I'll save her. And she leaps from the horse into the water.
Roger that, Shalalu. Wow.
Okay, so Shalalu just kind of dives into the water, and you
She
lose
got
sight of
the
her.
horse.
Spell, right? Yeah, she did.
She did benefit from it.
Yes. All right, top of the round. It's Asher's turn.
Oh boy, what is Asher doing? Running some more?
Yeah, I mean, you hear shouts to the south.
Oh, it's taking so long. Poor Asher. All right.
Maybe he should have kept his horse.
Da, 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 da,
Da,
Okay.
da, 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 da.
Oh, somebody's running. Well, I'm going near
Suddenly
her. Anyway.
Tetris?
Woo! Okay, I'm down here now.
All right, as Asher runs down the path, you see a woman running towards you. She grabs hold of your shoulders, and the children, they're stuck on top of the schoolhouse. Someone's
Oh
got
my
to save
God.
them.
Where's the schoolhouse?
She points to the south, which
God.
I guess I'll
Oh, I see it. Oh, wow. All right.
all the way down here.
Oh, boy.
Oh no, there's the schoolhouse. Okay,
Good to know.
I'm running.
The others are
No.
the others are holed up in the church, but the kids I don't know if the schoolhouse is gonna make it. Gunn.
God.
All right, so how deep is this water?
It looks pretty deep at the edge. It's probably 5 feet, but any further than that is like 10, 15.
So
It would require swimming.
the streets are deeply underwater, and the buildings are up to like their first floors are submerged.
Yeah. As you get closer to the shore, buildings like the schoolhouse are basically fully submerged except for the roof.
Okay. So this is a pretty steep hill, actually.
Yeah, the whole town is kind of on this like steep incline towards the water.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm gonna go traveling down the same way that Greshy.
And-
So we're gonna gallop.
And the current is coming like this way, from the Skull River through the town into Clay Bottom Lake.
So we can gallop 100 and end up right about here in between this buildings. Okay.
Yep, right here. I'll mark
Mhm.
it for you. Where the arrow is going to, I guess.
Oh, it's
One more.
this one?
One more.
Right here. Sorry.
Okay, so Gunn charges down the path on horseback. Greshy.
Greshy's going to try and keep up here.
Oh, sorry. If Gunn wanted to do something else, that's you can do other stuff too.
I don't think there's much else I can do right now.
Okay, got Greshy.
All right, Greshy's going to give Phelan 2 actions to try and catch up to Asher and see what the business is.
Okay.
So he will move his 120 feet total movement to get to there.
He's just bounding forward through the mud.
Oh,
Big
wow,
balls.
Greshy.
Sticking. Oh,
Yeah, Asher,
There
you
you are,
see,
Asher.
yeah,
I'm
Greshy
running.
and Phelan around the corner.
what's going on?
The children apparently are at the schoolhouse,
School.
which is
we're-
well
okay.
all the way down there. It's covered in water, and I guess we have to save the children to get them.
Great. I can help you swim in a moment, but it's gonna slow you down on land. It's up to you.
Can you put the children? How are we going to carry the children?
I have no idea. Phelan can carry some, but it may
How
be
many
several
can
trips.
Phelan carry
Of children?
Yeah.
20.
20 children. That's
I
so
might be
many.
exaggerating a bit.
How many children? If Asher looks at Phelan, how many children does he think could fit on?
On Phelan's back, maybe a couple, like
Two, maybe
3 or
three.
4. It'd
Three
be
or
moving at
four
half speed.
Children. Okay, that's good enough.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
Oh, that's Greshy's turn. Asher.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna keep running. Hold on, I'm so zoomed out. Where are the children? What is the quickest way to the children? Hold on.
I imagine it'd be through the water.
Wee! The children are 345 feet away.
Oh boy.
Okay, well. Hold on. Such a big map. Put my finger on it.
Yeah, if you're listening to the audio version of this, the map is literally the entire town.
Okay,
It's quite a big map.
I'm running.
All right, Asher's running. Gunn.
I'm running too. Well, I'm
All right.
going along the shoreline here.
Okay. Greshy as well. Yeah, if you're just moving, just go ahead and move.
I was just checking to see how far Asher's outpacing me too much to do the fun thing.
It's okay, I'll get to the water soon.
Well, if you want to start heading for the water, I can help. Same goes for Gunn, I guess.
Just don't make me slow, Greshy. I'm so slow already.
I mean, just stay in the water, you won't be slow.
Just one move. Ducking between these buildings. And
Okay, as you do so, a person is like just about to come out from one of the buildings and is kind of startled by you, but then just keeps running past. It's just flavor.
I
Ignore
will-
that.
I will shout to them to gather on the North Road.
The North Road. Okay. And he starts running in that direction. The North Road. And the old woman also starts to run that way. The old woman that grabbed Asher moments ago. All right, Asher.
I have a question.
Oh,
Wait, it's my turn again?
I still got another move, and I can
Oh, sorry.
basically catch up to where Asher was.
And
Okay.
skipped us a bit there.
Yeah,
but that's
it's
all right.
like.
Oh well.
That's-
No, I said if you're just moving, go ahead and move.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I was calculating it.
Okay. Yeah. Gunn, go ahead. Or,
Let's
sorry,
catch up with
Greshy,
Asher.
go ahead and move.
And then, since you all are going to do that,
Greshy, I have a question.
yes,
How fast is fast in water?
540. As fast as you are on land. You just won't be very fast on land if I do it.
Okay.
It's a trade-off, but if we're
You
going
can still ride
swim-
a horse at the normal speed, right?
True. You could definitely ride a horse at normal speed. Unfortunately, Asher's horse is, well,
All the way in the back. Yeah.
it's also blitz, so let's be fair
Yeah.
here.
Blitz probably
he can
can't
definitely
manage a
survive
gallop.
this.
We've said that about every other situation we put blitz in, and he's done well so far. So,
All right, so yeah, Gunn gets right up behind Asher. Greshy and Phelan get a little bit past. Asher, it's your turn.
Give me 1 second. Okay, this is okay. We can still do this. We're still running.
Just gonna be able to run for a little while longer. It's a big town. Turns out we can't walk in like 6 seconds all the way across the town.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
That's
unfortunate.
my turn.
Okay, Asher, you run over towards the. You run into the main square, and you can see black arrows helping people out of the water as they're like trying to flee their homes. Jakardris is up ahead. He's helping a what is that? That's a farmer.
Young lad.
A young lad out of his home, and he's like trying to swim them to shore. The other black arrows are doing much the same. Kib is just watching from the shore, a bit afraid to get into the water. You hear screams. Asher, the children! Jakardris screams, and you can hear the children screaming, "Help! Help!" Gunn.
Ah, the children.
You'll save children, but not the British children.
Oh my god.
Right. Oh, did you say "Oh my gun"?
That's so
Oh.
old.
Oh, the Washington,
Don't
yes.
save children, but not the British children.
Save children, not the British children.
Okay, one move. 2 moves. You cannot command an animal more than once a turn.
Correct.
Right. So
So Gunn
Right, well
gallops
then-
into the square.
I'm gonna shout, "Take everyone to the North Road," and then I'm gonna climb off.
Oops.
Okay, dismount is an action.
And I'm gonna, I guess, run the last 25 that I can. Getting me to there.
Okay, you're on the last 25 feet towards the edge of the water. It's rushing through the square. Greshy.
I'm just gonna try and catch up. We're going to run toward. We're gonna have Phelan run all the way over to here.
Okay.
And
Phelan gallops through the crowd. People are kind of surprised and shocked as as this massive dog comes bounding through. But they're less
it's
concerned
fine.
about
He
the
won't
dog.
bite you, probably. And
They
that's
seem
the end of my
roughly
turn.
reassured. Okay, that's the end of your turn. So at the end of your turn, the black arrows and Jakardris are like ferrying people out to the shore. Right, we'll get these people to the edge of town. And people start. Caven's got someone as well. They're all just kind of ferrying people out of the square. Past you guys. There's more people than are on the map. I just didn't want to flood the map too much. Haha, get it, flood. Okay, yeah, you guys continue to hear screams of the children. There's actually one particular extremely high-pitched squeal, probably from a little girl. You're guessing. And there's shouts of "Oh no, no!" Asher.
Okay. So here's. I actually get to hear. Oh, good for me. That's one turn.
Okay, Asher
How
runs up
big
to the
is-
edge of the water.
How big is huge? How many spaces does that take up?
Oh, isn't it
Huge
3 by
is-
3?
Sometimes I run it as 3x3. I think it's technically still 2x2.
Okay.
I can double check, but no, they do take up a 15x15 space.
Okay.
It's a little weird in
I thought
other
they had
systems.
standardized that, yeah.
Yeah.
So this. All right. I don't think I have to. Let me read this way. This takes time. I don't think this takes any time. But now
I'm not sure what this is, so I guess we'll find out.
If it is what I think it is,
Yeah, I don't think.
I think it just takes the 2 actions to cast.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. I have exactly as many actions, but I do think I have to flop into the water to do it.
I'll allow you to flop into the water as part of the 2 actions.
All right, good, because
Basically falling
otherwise
prone
I'm in
forward.
trouble. All right. All right, I'm gonna flop in the water, and I'm gonna become a gigantic shark.
Okay, so Asher looks around, grabs at a locket at his around his neck, and leaps into the water, transforming into a giant shark as he does so.
Jason, there's a type of shark I thought about being.
Oh.
I don't think the children will like it.
Is it a street shark?
I don't think it's actually big enough. It was a goblin shark. Oh, it's hideous.
Oh,
But-
goblin shark. Oh.
I think it's too small, so I'll just be like a normal tiger shark or something.
All right. Let's see if do I have a shark token somewhere?
But my smaller form is a tiger. Is a little goblin
Let's
shark.
do a Google search for baby shark real quick here.
Shark.
So you're a
Children
huge
will
shark,
love
right?
This, by the way, Asher's convinced that the children will love this.
Whoops, that's not the right Asher. There we go. And we have HP. I'm just setting up the token.
So 1 minute is also 10 rounds. How long?
10 rounds, yeah.
That is 10 rounds. So
I will put a little thing.
oh my god, you are a big shark, aren't you? Also,
All right.
you're a shark, aren't you?
I'm gonna
I can't.
I'm gonna hide
look
your
at the
main
shark.
token, but you should
This
be able to
is new.
control the shark.
I can
Okay,
speak
let
to
me remove
animals.
The shark. Oh yay, we can talk.
Was Asher always a shark? That would explain.
I
a
was
lot.
always a shark this whole time, guys.
Asher's been a were-shark all along. Did not
All
know
right,
this.
so Asher dives into the water in shark form. Let me make sure that this is still in the initiative order. There we go. And you have 10 rounds of it.
Yeah, the 10 rounds of being a shark. And I swim 35 feet, so it's actually faster than my base.
Wow, there you go.
And I'm a big shark that children will love and get on my back, and they will not be afraid of me.
I have many questions about this, Asher, but it's fine. Just go.
Could I diplomacy as a shark?
All right, well,
Can I smile?
Asher leaps into the water, transforms into a shark.
We'll cross
Gunn,
that.
it's your
We'll
turn.
go under that bridge when we get there.
Gunn, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna.
Are you also going to be a shark?
Well, I'm gonna tell Jakardros. While you're getting people out, get supplies, and I'm gonna point him to the general store, which is right here in the square.
Just loot it.
On it, he shouts, and he'll start making his way in that direction.
I will run over to Greshy.
All right.
20. I'll make it here.
Right, you run over toward the edge of the water.
In one action. And should I? And I'll ask him. Should I just go for it, or
Up
Do
to
you
you.
have anything
I can
else
help you
that
swim
you wanna-
better.
I think, Give it-
I would suggest being as close to the water
Ash.
as possible.
given what Asher just did,
You could do it
Um,
too, Gunn.
I think I'm gonna not. But
All
can
right.
I ride Asher?
I think you could. I don't see why not.
See, Jason, those
Would I be
questions we had at the
slower?
beginning were foreshadowing.
These
as
are
it
the
turns out.
questions I asked. I'm like,
Yeah,
you can ride me.
There's another
You thought this wasn't going to come up.
10 feet of movement.
No, I knew it was
Water.
gonna come up. I knew exactly that this was gonna come up.
Jump
You're
in the
afraid of
water.
it coming up.
How about what if I just grab on?
Yeah, you could do that too.
I think I
Grab on
can
my
get over
sharky
to Asher
fin.
and grab on. So I'm swimming. and I-
Okay, yeah, you jump into the water and grab hold of Asher. Cool.
Oh, now the children will definitely love it. 'cause
Greshy.
Gunn's here.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and dismount Phelan. And then I'm going to cast Feet to Fins on myself, since nobody else wants my spells.
Oh no!
No, it's fine. I prepared them just in case. I just glad to see that we have some options just as need be.
Could you give me extra fins so I can be even faster?
I don't think that's how it works.
Darn.
Regardless, I now have a move speed of 20 in water. But my land speed is now only 5 feet because
Oh no.
as I stand
Oh.
there, my
They're
feet
slippery
start to
slide.
shift and change and turn slowly into weird-looking fin feet,
All right.
with, like webbing between the toes.
I think we can give you fins to feet, Asher, so then you'll be a shark with feet sticking out.
Oh, no, yeah.
You can just walk onto the land.
The worst of both worlds.
I'll walk up onto the schoolhouse with my feet.
It truly will be street sharks all up in here.
Okay. All right. So you develop fins. Top of round 6, Asher.
Oh boy.
9 rounds left on shark form.
Oh, yes. The key trap. Alright, we have to do this. Woo!
So actually, if you're going to swim through this water, it is rushing water. I'll need a swim check.
Alright,
For even the shark form will have a little bit of difficulty.
How do you do a swim check?
Sorry, that would be athletics.
Oh shit, my athletics.
Yes,
is different.
athletics.
My athletics is a plus 20 right now, so I'll
Okay.
just roll.
Yeah, you can just roll
and
d20
add.
plus
Shabby.
20.
This is where it gets a little tricky, so I have to do a little math by myself. So it's a 25.
25 is a success. You can swim through the water at your normal speed.
Okay. Oops. So I can get. This is a very big map, so let's get down to here first. And I have 5 more feet, so. Doop! There we are.
Okay, you're swimming through the
Gunn
water.
is with me.
Yes, Gunn can just go ahead and teleport over there himself. Okay, so you swim over towards the schoolhouse, and you can see as you approach the children all on top of the building.
Oh my god.
One of them, a teacher, is screaming as you can see a massive snake currently has a small girl coiled up in its little body there. It's currently choking her to death. Everyone's screaming. It's a lot of screaming. I'm not going to do screamy voices. So let me go ahead and add the snake.
Why is there a child teaching the school, though?
She's not teaching this school. This is the teacher's
said-
here.
You said the children are all screaming, one of them a teacher.
Sure, okay. One of the people is a teacher.
She's very smart for her age.
Yes. Okay, so sorry. The initiative for the snake gets added in. We're calling that. Where's your bonus? Plus that. 32.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Asher,
Okay.
if you make any more swim checks, you get a +4 for having a swim speed.
Whoops. There we go. Sorry. Yes, I should have said that as well. But yes, that was.
Well, it's plus 24.
That would have been a 29. Okay. Sorry, that was your first set of actions, or first action?
No, it's so that was all of my actions because it's 35.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But-
So
yeah.
you're
So,
swimming through
I'm
the water.
just swimming.
All right.
So it's-
Okay, Gunn, your turn.
Does that not take all my actions to hold on? Or
No.
Do I spend any actions holding on?
Nope.
Okay, well, I'm going to continue holding on,
Okay.
Pull on tighter.
and that's it.
All right, you continue holding on as Asher is dragging you through the rough waters. Greshy.
Well, I have no idea how I'm going to keep up, but we'll give it a shot. I'm going to
And if you need me to make any athletics checks to hold on while swimming through rough waters, I will happily do that too.
Not in this case now. But
Okay.
thank you for asking.
I will take an action to activate my Bracelets of Dashing so that I have a bit more move speed here for a minute. And then I'm going to flop into the water and start swimming. Splash.
Oh, I have plus 20 HP.
So I think I need to make an athletics check to try not to drown.
Yeah. So sorry. You're in the water. So you'll need to do a swim check. So
Aye,
yeah,
that
go ahead
would
and do
be
a
athletics. How bad could it be? That's a 34 to swim.
Okay. And sorry, that what you cast gave you a swim speed, right?
It did.
Okay,
It is
so you're-
30 is my swim speed right now.
Okay, so you're able to swim your speed.
Is that a critical success or just a regular success?
Even on critical success, it doesn't change it since you have a swim speed.
Oh, that seems strange. They have,
This is so if you didn't have a swim speed, you'd be doing an actual like proper swim check. Because you have a swim speed, you're just checking to see if you're going to get dragged by the current instead of actually swimming. So there's
That's
no
fair.
critical success on this.
Even on a crit without a swim speed, you'll still never move faster than your land speed. It's like
right.
you
That's
get
true,
to go
that's true.
15 instead of 10 on a crit.
Yes.
It's kind
Aye.
of where it is.
Fair enough. All right. Well, let me try and make my swim speed move or work. Not getting very far. Now I'm the slow one. 30. And Phelan will jump in after me. Unfortunately, he does not have a swim speed, so this is going to be a bit more challenging for him.
Okay, so this will be a proper swim check. So go ahead and give me athletics.
He also has a
for
better
Phelan.
athletics than I do, so. But that's a 21.
That is not enough. That is a failure. So let's see. On failure,
Looks like just nothing happens. You don't go anywhere. Well,
Well,
with this,
normally.
something else might happen.
normally, so he gets in the water, and then gets dragged along by the current this way.
Oh no.
Oh wow, that's quite far.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so Phelan jumps in the water, starts kind of doggy paddling, and just gets dragged along the river.
I should have done fate to fins for him too, I suppose, since nobody else wanted it.
All right, well, top of the round.
Probably
Asher.
better off with him.
I'm a shark. All right, let me put my sharky
I'm-
status down.
I'm better off with him being able to move on land.
So I
Yeah.
have to do a swim check, I imagine.
Yes, swim check to see if you can maintain speed through the
this
current.
is- yeah, my 20. A 28.
28 is enough. Let's go ahead and swim.
I will swim. And,
Swimsies.
oh, I can actually get there. Unfortunately.
And the
Oh,
water
wait.
is coming all the way up to the roof, basically. So
I
if
have
you...
a question about
Yeah?
about attacking the shark. So I have a 15-foot reach
Uh-huh.
as a huge animal. If something is being like strangled by something else, would me attacking like compromise the child?
No. I mean, unless you wanted it to.
I don't. So let me
If the child
see.
gets swallowed, then yes. But
Oh shoot. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. I don't think I could do it anyway this turn. That's okay. I will just swim to the Whee! Swim over here. Because I couldn't have attacked. I don't think I'd have to use 3 moves to get in either place. So there we go.
okay. All right, so Asher swims up to the edge of the schoolhouse as children are screaming. The school teacher turns, a shark! And Tabitha,
I'll smile at the kids.
little girl is screaming, children, back away! Tabitha, I'll save you! And the teacher
Oh,
runs
no.
over to try and stop the snake from killing this poor little girl. The snake lashes at her. That will hit.
And she's dead.
Yeah, she is bitten pretty hard and is knocked to the ground unconscious and bleeding. All right, Gunn.
All right, I'm gonna try and jump the shark and get onto the edge of the schoolhouse. How
Okay.
am I gonna do that?
Give me an athletics check to attempt this. It's kind of like a swim to pull yourself over there.
I have a 27.
27 is enough. You let go of Asher. You kind of swim over to the edge and like hoist yourself up onto the schoolhouse roof. The children are all kind of terrified and backing away slightly.
I will say, it's okay. We're friendly. Hold on. And then I'm gonna turn towards the snake monster, get my sword out again, and step up to, I guess, here.
Okay, you
No,
charge forward,
that's-
and I don't think that's Mr. Snake. Oh, it does. No, it doesn't. Never mind. Ignore. Okay. Greshy.
I'm going to keep trying to swim.
All right.
But,
You got it,
That's fine.
Greshy.
that one. 25 total.
25 is enough. Go ahead and swim your speed,
All right, so that will be 90.
or do however many swim actions you're doing.
There. There. And Phelan, I think Phelan's gonna try and swim back out and get back onto land.
Okay. Another athletics
So-
check then for Phelan.
That's what I was thinking. I wasn't sure if it was gonna require another one. 36 should be.
Okay,
Fine.
with 36, he's able to swim. He kind of gets like pulled along the shore a little bit more, and then kind of climbs up onto land, and then just shakes himself off, and looks back and whines. All right. Top
See that?
of round 8, shark form Asher.
I'm a shark. All right. Oops. I think I can actually take a little nip at the snake from here. It's 15 feet away.
A 15-foot range?
I have a 15-foot reach.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yep.
that's a big ass shark.
Dangerous.
Shark. I think I have 10. If I did it lower, it would be lower, but I did it pretty high.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and make that
Alright,
bite.
I have my note sheet on how to do this. Alright. It's a D20 plus 18.
All right.
32.
32.
No, 31.
31.
31.
Yeah.
31 will
Yeah,
hit the
31.
shark. Sorry, hit the snake. The shark, I guess, pulls the snout out of the water and just gives a big old chomp. Go and roll damage
Jaws stuff.
to the snake.
Let's see, 4d8 plus 7. 26 plus 7.
26 plus 7.
Jesus.
That is
33.
33. 33 points of damage to this snake.
A huge shark.
There we go. All right, so you chomp this snake. The children who were screaming switch to kind of oh wow cool.
Yes, the children love me.
The Asher fan club.
Is the snake still alive?
Yeah, the snake's still alive. It's a big ass snake. It's
I wanna bite at it again.
okay.
I have to do a -5 this time. So
Yep.
I feel. Hold on. Let me just do it real quick. It's plus 13 instead of plus 18. Oh goodness. 20.
20 to bite the snake is a miss. This time it kind of releases its grip a little bit on poor little Tabitha, and managed to kind of pull out of the way.
I'm going in again.
All right, third attack.
Now it's plus 8 instead. Whoops.
Nope.
That's not gonna hit. Okay.
No,
we did
that
our
won't
best.
hit.
That's a shark.
And when you roll in the chat, you can actually do like /roll 1d20 plus number, and it'll automatically add
Oh,
it in.
really?
Yeah.
Let me try that
It
real
does the
quick.
math for you.
Yep. Easy.
So.
Nice.
Okay, so little Tabitha is gonna kind of squeeze her way out and slip past Gunn. Help! Help! And she's like crying. Her poor little freckled face.
there
The
we
teacher's there. dying, and the snake is going to attack Gunn. That is not great, but call that plus that. 24 to hit Gunn's AC.
Does not.
Okay, so it snaps once at Gunn. It'll snap a second time. That is what's this? Minus that. 28 versus Gunn's AC for the second attack.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. And for a third attack, it's going to just try and tail swipe you. Tried 2 bites, and now it's going to try and... it's minus that. Oh, whoops. 31 to hit. Gunn's AC.
My AC exactly.
AC exactly? Okay.
That was a good roll then.
Yeah, we had increasing die rolls.
gonna say.
Okay. That is this much damaged. Sorry, what? Yeah, okay. I'm awake, I promise. Plus that, plus that. 20 points of bludgeoning damage from the
Dang.
strike, and you get pushed 10 feet back.
Did you say 20 or 28?
20.
Okay.
So it slaps you with the tail, knocking you back to the edge of the schoolhouse. Gunn, your turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna rush back in, and try and attack it with my sword.
Okay.
Get a shot in. Oh, not great. Give me 23 to hit.
23 to hit. You charge forward, sword raised high. You slash across at it. It darts back. You just get like a glancing cut, but no damage.
All right. I'm going to take a quick look at that teacher. Does she seem like she's dying, or just
Oh yeah, she's dying.
out? Like, is there? I'm gonna reach down and give her a lay on hands, healing
Okay.
touch, which will give her 30 hit points back.
Okay, you kneel down, interposing your sword between the snake and the teacher, and lay a hand on her. And sorry, that was how many HP?
30.
30. All right, you juice her up with a healing touch. Her eyes kind of flicker open. What's happened? Is Tabitha okay?
Like, get back, get back,
All right, Greshy.
and I'm done.
All right, Greshy's gonna try and swim some more. How bad could this go?
Greshy. There you are.
Oh, that's a natural 1.
Oh
Total of
no!
18.
You said the magic words. That's why.
All right, you get pulled by the current.
You
Do I just get flung into the ferry building or something?
You guys haven't really used hero points very much in the last.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use it now though. I've accepted already. I've done this to myself.
Okay, yeah, you
Yeah,
just
okay,
get pulled by the current until you kind of collide here with the clay bottom ferry building, and grab hold to keep yourself from continuing to flow, unless you wanted to continue out into the lake. It's up to you.
No, I was preferring to not go that far, but all right. Is that
Okay.
the end of my turn then, or do I get to try again?
That'll lead up 2 actions, so you'll have 1 left.
All right.
Try again.
well, try again.
What are the chances you get another
I
one?
don't know. What's the chances I could get 2 natural 1s in a row? This is only 22 though, so I believe that's still a failure.
Yeah, that is still a failure. So you try to swim out again, but just end up kind of sliding along the ferry. So you're kind of
All right.
you're kind of stuck between the ferry and the lake. Okay. Hop around 9. Shark form Asher. What do you want to do?
I want to attack again. The
8.
snake.
8 snake.
So let me try this cool thing that Jason just taught me. Let's see if I do it correctly. I'm gonna roll my d20 plus. Hey, a 33.
33 is a hit. It is not a critical,
Alright.
but is a hit.
That's okay.
Go ahead and roll damage as Asher leaps out of the water again and bites at this snake.
Whee! That is a 21 damage.
21 points of damage. You take a good chunk out of the snake's snass. Strange black blood flows into the water. Second action.
I was fighting at it. Plus 13 this time. Oh dear. 21.
21's not a hit. That's a miss. You try and bite at it again. This time the snake kind of slithers off to one side, or maybe lowers its head a bit so it can't be as easily got. Third action.
Fight again. Because I can't talk as a shark. I can't tell the children to get my back. So I'll do with my mouth what I can. That's what they all say. Let's 25.
All right, 25 will
Nothing
hit
will,
this time. Go ahead and roll
will actually
damage.
hit, okay.
Yeah.
Nothing will win their
Oh.
trust like just having like monster blood all over you.
You just look at them with your mouth covered in black ichor and you're just like smiling with great shark teeth. All 20 rows of them or something.
25. Oh, no,
20.
23. There we go.
23 points of piercing damage as you tear into the to the snake once more. I should have done this last turn, but give me another athletics check to swim.
Oh, yeah.
Since you're
Oh,
since
yeah.
you're trying to maintain position, it's not as hard.
Da. 28.
28. That is a success. You managed to maintain your position there against the schoolhouse, taking advantage of the positioning to stay still. All right, Snake's turn. The teacher is going to kind of crawl back behind you and get up and pull little Tabitha back into the crowd as the children kind of marvel at all of your fighting prowess. The snake, it's going to try for another bite at Gunn. Oh, throwing things around. Call that a plus. What's your bonus? There it is. 35 to hit Gunn's AC.
That hits.
That hits. Okay, so let's do these die. Plus that is 21 points of piercing damage. It uses its second action to grab you. As it chomps hard on your shoulder and starts to coil its body around you. And for its third action, it's going to constrict you. So it's going to just tighten its grip on you. Give me I believe that's a fortitude save.
Okay. I'll do that, and I'll use my reaction to add +2 to that.
Okay. All right, that is a success. So you just take half the damage, I believe. Let me confirm how
So
this
that
works.
ends up as a 31, thanks to. Oh, wait, nope, sorry. That's only spells, so it stays at 29.
You attempt a basic fortitude save against this DC. Okay. So sorry, that total damage is that. Sorry, what was your total?
29. I can't use Divine Grace. It only works against spells.
Oh, I see. Okay. So 29 is a success, not a critical success, so you just take half damage. So you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And
Okay.
you're not knocked unconscious as this thing is squeezing you. Gunn, you're currently grabbed.
That's good that I'm not knocked unconscious. However, I do have this. When you roll a success on a fort save, you get a critical success instead.
Oh, okay. So you actually take no damage from that. So get your 5 health back.
Let's put those 5 health back.
Nice.
I'm a juggernaut. That's why that works. Okay. So,
Yeah, you just kind of push. You flex your muscles to push back on the on the constricting body. And yeah, it's your turn.
You
What would you like to do?
seem to understand, Snake. You don't have me grappled. No, wait. No, I'm gonna,
No, I think it does.
I'm gonna break free, I guess. Is that an action?
Yeah, that's an escape action. That would be an athletics or acrobatics check against its.
Athletics is my preferred, which is a 37.
37. That will escape. So you wrestle yourself free from its grasp. Sorry, actually, let me
Okay.
double check that. That's versus its athletics DC, right? Yes, 37 is a success.
Okay, then I can get a good grip on my sword and stab it. And go with a stab.
Okay.
This time I'll just try
So
and jam that in there
Yeah, go for an overhead stabbing motion.
with a 30 to hit.
30 will hit. Roll damage.
And I have done. It's going. It is maybe. I'll try it again. There we go.
Oh.
23 points.
23 points. Good, solid hit. You pierce the snake, kind of slightly pinning it to the ground there, and it thrashes about wildly, but is not dead.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pull my sword out and go for I'm gonna go for his head. I think if one more good solid hit. 25
25 will hit. Roll damage.
is 18 points.
18 points of damage, not quite enough. You slash at the creature's neck. More of this black blood splashes or splatters across the schoolhouse roof, and the snake turns and hisses at you and licks at the air. Greshy.
Well,
Poor
let's see
Greshy.
how Greshy can swim this time. How bad
Yay,
could it be?
Greshy.
That's a 20, 34, 2.
32.
Swim.
All right, that is a success. Go ahead
Okay.
and swim.
I think it was 60 that he was going for, so there's 35. 60 puts me there. I get to go hang out with the shark. Oh boy.
All right, you swim over to the edge of the schoolhouse roof, grabbing hold.
And just gonna pull myself up as my last action. Now I'm
Okay.
on the roof. Only took me 3 extra rounds than everyone else. It's fine.
Yeah, all of the school children turn and look at you and oh. All right, shark form Asher. 5 rounds left of shark
Okay.
form. What would you like to do?
Oh no, that's not good. How do I shark diplomacy these children to get on my back so I can swim back? At least
Oh.
once.
Get on the shark.
Can I do that? Is it awkward looking?
Yeah, let's do. Sure,
Actually
we'll
feel
do
my empathy of shark.
do a diplomacy check, I guess, as an action.
I'm so bad at diplomacy. All right.
And this will be against
Oh wait, it was a
Greshy's.
secret to GM. What
That's
was
fine.
it,
It's a 25. Greshy, what's your perception DC? So 10 plus your perception.
Perception DC would be 29.
29. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's,
you turn and look and you watch Asher wiggling in the water. You think you get the gist of what he's trying to do.
Okay. Children, get on the shark. It won't
Alright.
eat you. It only eats snakes.
Okay, Asher, you have 2 actions left. Or are you just prepping to
One.
get the children on?
Yeah, I'm prepping for the children.
Aren't
Okay,
there
so you-
boats?
Yes, there are some. There are
Right
plenty
over
of
there.
boats nearby.
If you want to go
Maybe.
swimming for it, go right ahead. Took me quite a lot to get out here.
Are those boats down there?
Yeah, so these, so Turtleback Ferry is known for its upside down little turtle shell boats. They're pretty kitschy. That they kind of use them to ferry folks across the river and the lake. Yeah, they have a bunch of them all around.
I didn't realize those are boats. Now we know. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why
no,
they
that's
call it
fine.
Turtleback.
So the children, it's gonna take. They have their own turn, I assume.
Yeah, they'll act at the beginning of the snake's turn, which is
Okay.
next.
Well, in that case, do I have to use the whole turn to like wait for the children, or can I do like one.
You can do one action to. You would need one action to kind of sidle up against the building, is what I would say.
Okay, so I mean,
if you wanna
use
get in
just
one more attack.
action to try and fight the snake one last time.
Okay, go ahead.
One more time.
See if we can kill the snake. Whoops.
Ooh,
That is a 36.
That's a critical hit. Roll double damage.
nice.
All right, so that's 8d8 plus 14. This better kills.
Holy shit.
54.
54 points of piercing damage as you reach out of the water, bite hard onto the snake's snass, and just drag him into the water.
Get out of here.
Flailing its body around and discarding
Then you
the
throw it.
remains.
That's the right thing to do.
Yes, then you throw it in the air, and it splashes and drifts down into the lake.
All
Alright,
right,
and
children,
then-
feel safe on my shark body.
All right, and having done that, you sidle up again against the against the schoolhouse. Could be a athletics check to swim.
All right.
Do that not one this time. That'd be terrible.
Yeah,
wouldn't
I'll go down and get the boats if that happens. See, where's my plus
Yeah, it's a thought. It's a thought, actually.
Because Ash is going to turn back into a human in like 5 rounds.
26.
Okay,
Which is
you
not enough to get
It might
children
be
on
enough
and
to-
back to shore. This
So getting
plan-
the children, it takes me 2 rounds to get back to shore. So I can ferry one children,
One set
And
of children,
then-
however many can fit on there.
kind of get back, and then we can maybe swim for the boats. Did you want to
well.
do it a different?
Okay, so the children will act on Gunn's turn. So Gunn, it's your turn now. The school teacher seems confused. Are you sure it's safe to get the children on that?
Yes, totally safe.
Unless you're a snake.
Okay.
Yes, that's my
Wait.
friend.
So
He's not normally a shark. He's just a shark for now.
I see you're a man of the cloth, so I trust you. Come on, kids. And she starts trying to get some of the kids onto Asher's back.
how many kids can I carry?
I'll help. I'll transfer as many children as I can.
I can also kind
And-
of swim them to
I
the
like
boats.
that you're
if they
lining them
don't
up
all
on the
fit.
shark. Not on the token, on the shark itself.
Yep. All right, you're able to get about half the children on board this, and poor little Tabitha. There we go. All right, you're able to get all the children,
Yeah.
or half the children on board. There's what,
I have-
1, 2, 3, 4,
I
5,
have no
6,
idea
7,
that this
7
is
children
not going to
left.
last that long, so.
Mhm.
I
Okay.
can't speak of the shark.
Well,
All right, 7 children
I
loaded
will-
up. That kind of uses up the rest of your turn, Gun, if you're
Okay,
helping.
I was going to say if I can hang on myself as well and go with them. In case anybody falls off.
That'd be a little bit too much for this round, I think.
I'll pick them up
All
in
right.
my mouth. Don't worry.
gently
Yeah.
carry him.
All right.
Okay, Greshy.
Well, if this is how it's gonna go. Let's see. Just got here. Now I have to go back for another boat. God. Greshy jumps back into the water.
Okay, Greshy
And
jumps into the
wait.
water.
Let me roll athletics to make sure I don't start suddenly going wrong places.
All right, 29 is good
33
enough.
should be fine.
33, yeah, definitely.
All right. And with 2 actions, I can go to there. I can get to the boat.
Okay,
This boat
Greshy,
here.
yeah, swims to the south towards the lake, over to the Clay Bottom Ferry, where you can, where you manage to grab hold of one of the upside down giant turtle shells. Cool. You are safe there. Round 11.
moment.
4 rounds left to shark form. Asher.
Okay, I'm gonna swim my sharky form. Do I have any? Am I still like normal speed?
Let me see if I can
Children.
like group the children onto you. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. Yes, you can go and give me an athletics check. Actually, that probably didn't work. Let me undo that. That's what I did. Okay.
Out of what?
Okay, yeah, you're totally fine. You can
A
swim with all these
43.
children. 43.
Okay.
And I'll say you don't
Children-
even have to, you can just move full speed.
Okay. So I'm gonna get
This is cool! Whee!
two. Wee.
The children seem pretty
Alright,
excited in general.
The children are in the water.
Okay,
Exciting.
you.
So that's how far I can get. My children.
All right, you swim back towards
Both of us from
shore
sea.
with most of the school children. Gunn.
I think, well, let's see. Greshy's already got the boat. He seems to be swimming pretty well, so I'll just wait here. I'll just kind of helpfully shout to him like, "Untie it, bring it over."
All right. Greshy.
Oh, let's see if I don't swim out to sea, or is it all right just holding on to the boat?
You're holding onto the boat. You don't need to roll.
Okay. Is it tied up?
Yes, it is. It is lightly tied up to the pier, which is underwater. But there's
Okay,
like
well-
there's like a hook on the boat itself.
Oh, okay. So I can just disconnect it at the boat side. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I will disconnect it.
Okay. Just one action to undo the rope. It's gonna start drifting.
I know.
Okay.
I have a thought. Don't have enough actions though. Damn it. I don't think I'm strong enough to swim with it in hand, but
You
can I
try.
climb onto it?
Yeah, it's just one action to get in.
All right, and we'll go ahead and climb onto it, and then we're going to pull out the decanter of endless water,
Heck yeah.
All right, you.
as apparently other people have surmised is the plan I was thinking might work.
All right,
But
so
that's three actions. So.
you start shuffling around in your bag to find the decanter of endless water. As the boat starts to drift away, it like bumps into this other turtle shell, and the two of them just kind of slide back a little bit. But luckily, the
All right.
other shell is still roped in, so you don't go drifting too far. All right, top of the round, shark form Asher. 3 rounds left.
Let's swim. Do.
All right,
Ooh.
27.
swim at half speed
Alright.
through the water.
Alright, children. Hold on.
Is that for the whole turn or just for the one action?
For each action.
Hmm.
So yeah, for the whole
But
for the whole
half
turn.
speed is for the whole turn.
Yeah,
It's like-
yeah. If Asher got a critical success, then I'd say he could swim unburdened, as if the children
Gotcha.
weren't there.
We're almost there.
Okay, you swim toward the shore with the children in tow. Gunn.
I'll throw the children. It's my reach.
Where's Gunn?
I don't
Goes over here.
really have much on hand that I can do.
All right. That is
I
fair.
will wait for Greshy to get back.
All right. You continue to wait for Greshy.
I'll-
Greshy.
Make sure the children are not falling off the roof.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah. You
run
kind of
over.
huddle them. You huddle them all close to you, getting them ready to board the boat.
Make sure no more snakes are coming too.
All right.
She
Greshy.
will point the decanter opposite of the schoolhouse and say geyser, and will
Okay.
attempt to use that to motorboat the turtle shell to the schoolhouse, which is a sentence I don't think anyone's ever said before.
But it's the correct use of motorboat.
All right. So how many actions does that use?
It's one action per. I can use it twice per per round, and it's 15 gallons, which allows me to do basically a hydraulic push, which I think is like being able to move it 5 to 10 feet. So this is a little wonky use of the item, I admit.
Yeah, I would say since it's cool, you get 40 feet of movement for each geyser.
All right, so that's
so you should have control of the boat.
Oh, sweet.
But only in a straight line and no less than 40.
Which is fine. So,
Yeah.
well, maybe it's not fine. As Greshy just motorboats the thing straight into the schoolhouse, crashing into the side here.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, the turtle shell goes flying towards the building and collides with the roof. Everyone kind of shakes a little bit, but they're all ready to get off, or to get on, I guess. Okay, at the end of the round, Gunn, you were looking out for snakes, right? Give me a perception check.
Will do.
I don't like the way you phrase that. I don't like it at all.
Perception check. There it
I
is.
feel like if there were no snakes, we wouldn't have to
Have
look for
a-
the snakes.
27.
27. Okay, so you're looking around, checking for danger, and you notice something very odd. You glance up to the north, towards the towards the Skull River, this way, and you see a massive, there's something massive under the water is drifting this way, and collides with the Church of Erastil. It's just below the surface; you can't see it. It's some massive black lump under the water, and the whole church kind of shudders a bit in its wake.
Oof. Wow.
And it seems to kind of get stuck there. Shark form, 2 rounds left. Asher.
Alright, time to swim. My very slow tactic. Watch me fail this, and the children all fly away. Aw, 34.
34 is a success. Critical even. So you get over to the... no, it's not critical. It's just a success. So you get over to the shore, and the children are all joyfully screaming as they hop off.
Phelan dwarfs.
Yeah, so that's like 1.
Dwarf.
So that would use up one of your actions to get to there.
So now I have 2 normal. Whoa. Do I have to swim at half speed still now? Or do I have to do another swim check to swim full speed?
No, I won't make you reroll it. That's for the round.
Or do I just
Yeah,
swim
you can-
normal speed?
Yeah, you can use 2 actions to swim normal speed.
Alright, so let me check.
And while you're doing that, Gunn, it's your turn.
I'm going to ask the school teacher, was anyone still at the church? And I'll look over there and see if there's anyone on the roof or anything. Because that thing's underwater
Whoa,
too
sorry,
now.
one sec. Something's happening. That was odd. Your voice started glitching.
Yeah, you're breaking up a bit.
Okay.
But just you.
I heard a USB thing disconnect for some reason.
Oh, that's always a good thing.
Can you guys hear me okay now?
Yeah.
I can hear you fine.
Okay. Don't know what just happened, but we'll continue.
All right,
Sorry,
let me
what
ask
were you
again.
saying to the children?
Is there anyone up on the roof of the Church of Erastil? And I'm going to ask the teacher, was anyone in the church?
Yeah, so you look at the church, you don't see anybody on the roof, but when you ask the teacher, yeah, the priest and a bunch of the other villagers took refuge in there when the flood started. They're still in there, I think. It's a whole bunch of people, like 20, 30.
All right, guess we're going to church. Greshy, you take care of the kids. And maybe I can get myself swimming over there. So I'm going to walk across the roof first. Yep, do that.
All right, you charge
That's
across the
one.
rooftop.
Move. So then, probably from right about here, I need to start making swim checks, right?
Yep. So give me
Okay.
an athletics check to swim.
There's a 33.
Okay. I guess. Oh, you don't have a swim speed though.
I do not have a swim speed,
Okay, so you're just doing a regular old swim.
which will give me 10 feet of movement, I think, per action.
Yes,
for
I
regular
believe so.
success.
On a success, you move 5 feet plus 5 feet per 10 of your land speed. So,
5 per 10,
sorry, 5 per 20 of your land speed.
5 per 20.
Yeah.
So
So
I
it should be 10 feet.
think that means I can move with a regular move speed of 25. That means the success is 15.
No, that'd be success is 10.
5 plus 5 per whole 20. Okay.
Per whole 20, yeah, rounded down.
Okay. So then I can move 10 feet on, I guess, my second action.
Yep. And
then
you can
do I
attempt
need to make
again.
another swim check?
Yeah.
Every action.
Yep.
Got it. And 36.
That one's a critical success, so you're able to swim.
An extra 5.
Yeah, an extra 5 feet.
Okay.
So a total of 15. All right, you're swimming over towards the church. Greshy. Sorry, the children are getting in the boat.
Hi.
As all the children climb in at the end of Gunn's turn, along with the teacher.
All right. I will see Gunn going off after the church, and I will hand the school teacher the decanter and say, and let her know to
Dear.
stay geyser and point it away from where you want to go.
Okay.
Try not to hit anything.
All right,
Good luck.
I think I can do that.
And Greshy will then jump in the water and start going after Gunn.
Okay. As you do so, she's like, geyser? And the boat goes rocketing.
And Greshy gets a blast of water in the face.
He's dived in. It goes right over his head, but barely
Yeah.
barely dodged it.
I'm just teasing.
Okay.
All right.
So,
And
yeah.
let's get swept downstream.
Let's go.
Oh, that's a 24, which I think is a failure based on
Yeah.
some numbers.
Yep. Okay, so you start getting... actually, you are behind this house. That'll be a success in this case,
Okay.
as you're behind
Alright.
the schoolhouse.
Well, so that's what, 2 actions? I think it's just 1 action since I gave her the thing and then jumped into the water. So
The water is a bit
5,
calmer there.
15, 20, 25, 30. All right. I'm making my way over to where Gunn's at.
Okay, you're swimming
I'll
over
take it.
towards Gunn. Top of the round, Shark Form Asher. I think this is your last round.
Last round there's a shark.
Yes. I think. No, it's one after this.
Yeah,
I think.
it ends at the end of your next turn.
Yeah. So I have 2 more. I have this one and then my next one, and then it's over.
Yep.
So let's try swimming.
Oh,
26.
26 is a success. You can just go ahead and move full speed.
Such a great shark. All right.
You guys have probably figured it out by now. It's DC 25.
that's what
Yeah.
I was saying. I'm pretty sure 24 wasn't gonna
Yeah,
make
I'm
it.
like, I'm pretty
on a
sure
natural
unless I roll
one-
a 1, I can't fail this check.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
totally can.
All right.
Actually, on a natural 1, you
Natural 1 is the only way to fail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be. It'd just be a failure.
All right, I'm here.
Yeah, it'd go from success to failure.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm assuming
yeah,
I see Gunn swimming.
Yeah, you
Greshy's not
see-
in that boat.
yeah, you don't know where Greshy is at the moment. He's on the other side of that building. All right, Gunn.
Okay, I'm gonna keep swimming. I'm gonna try and get to this corner here, and then the nearest corner, and if I can, I'm gonna climb up
Okay.
on the roof. Is the water up to the roof, or is this?
Yes, the water is up to the roof of that building as well.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna make my athletics.
It's like maybe like a foot below, but it's easy to. Oh, nice.
I got a 38.
All right, 38. You're able to swim on over to the
15
sorry, those 15. Yeah.
feet. Yep.
All right. One more.
Then 35.
35. Another crit success.
Okay, that
So
gets me to the
15.
corner.
Yep. And you
Can I
can use your
climb out?
action to pull yourself out.
Okay, let's just step to there and then call it. That's
maybe
probably
I
should have
3
gone
'cause
after
I'm
another
climbing
boat to
up and
save
out of
these
the water.
people.
Yep. Greshy.
All right. Well, I went the wrong. Well, I don't have the decanter anyway. Well, we'll see. I might have some options for helping get them out. I'm going to start swimming after Gunn still. So let's see how we do. That's a 30. 34.
34. That's a success.
All right.
So 15.
me.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
no,
I
your
have
full
a swim speed,
Your swim
so-
speed. Yeah.
I should be able to catch up to Gunn and climb out next to him,
Okay.
plopping my fin feet on the ground.
All right. Yeah. You.
Why are we
walk
over
your
here
little
now?
fin-
20, 30 people inside and something big
Some-
in the
something
area
big?
underwater.
Oh boy. All right. Well, let's do it.
All right.
Do to save people.
So, at the end of the round, as you're approaching and as Asher is swimming towards the building, something large begins to emerge from the water.
Just large. something
Yeah, just
enormous?
just large. A massive black creature whose scales glisten green in the sunlight emerges
That isn't
Holy smokes, that's-
large.
from the water.
That
A
is definitely not
colossal
large.
creature.
I don't even know what size that is.
You hear screams all around as Black Maga shows herself to the world.
Oh my.
Get out of here, Black Maga.
Nobody, you are not invited to this pool
Nobody
party.
wants you here.
So that is where I would end the session. That seems like a good point, right? Let's end it there. I think we'll end
It's
it there.
a good.
Alright.
I'm a
Well, I'm
shark in the
tempted-
water.
Yeah, you're a shark in the water. Oh, I'm tempted to ask you guys if you want to keep going. I think we'll be better served with a full episode dedicated to this fight.
Yeah.
I
Could give
Yes.
Asher the one more round to let's swim over here.
to run away.
Sure,
Run down the
here,
water.
Asher.
And I turn around and I leave my friends behind.
We'll give Asher a turn. Let's go.
Alright, let me swim. Hey, look, I didn't fail to swim.
Yeah, you didn't fail to swim.
It's good.
Whee!
So basically,
Right.
you're just gonna swim up and then like leap out to the water and land on the roof, right?
Alright, here, yep, I can't breathe.
You leap out of the water, and as you do so, you transform into your normal self, whose
But it's
token
really
is.
stupid because I leap up, realize I can't breathe, and turn back, and I'm just laying there.
Yeah, you just kind of belly flop onto the ground.
Smack.
Hey, guys.
That's quite an entrance there, Asher.
I'm just like, I'm all clean now.
I have questions about your shark thing, but maybe another time.
Can
All
I,
right.
like, sit here hunting prey for, like, 10 whole minutes?
Maybe. But
Maybe
in any
we'll find
case,
out next time.
we'll find out next time on third action. So let's. Where's my usual? There we go.
Da, 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 da.
Wee. All right. That's it for this evening. Well done on saving most of the people in the town that you could so far. Next week we got a juicy old fight with a Black Maga, whose name you don't know, but you'll probably find out eventually.
Somebody might have spoiled it a bit in the chat, but
Yeah, come on, wise wolf of Yoitsu, spoiling the fight. Not that they would necessarily know who that is.
I didn't know what Black Maga was. Now I do.
Now you do.
I don't want to know anymore.
All right. Well, next week we'll find out. What's today? Today's a Monday, so next week's a Tuesday.
No,
Today's Tuesday.
Today's a Tuesday.
Oh boy,
Monday.
today's Tuesday.
Jason,
so
did you
next
lose
week is
today?
Monday. Yes, I'm
yeah, next
lost
week
in time.
Monday.
All right, next week Monday. You heard it here first, folks. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's one of my favorite parts of this campaign. It's kind of weird and random, but it's fun. Tentacles for all of you, indeed. Thanks for checking us out. 7:30 p.m. Pacific time on Monday. Catch us or don't. The end.
Oh.